Okay.
Ready?
Selection.
Okay, kids, let's go.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
That's Anakin's pod racer.
Sabaldo.
Good. What have we here?
Hello.
Speeder.
Shit. It ain't C3 penis
A cup.
face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
I cop.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Yo, what's up, Rogue Squadron? It's a birthday evening. We're here to party with you. What's up?
Day Galaxy.
How we doing, everybody? How you doing, Mopar?
About to start fist bumping.
I do feel better without the couch. I don't know if anyone's watching the live stream, but we did the couch last time, and we just couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
And then my knee hurt afterwards.
But that's just...
I mean, when doesn't my knee hurt? But still, I don't want that to be the happenings.
You don't have to partake, yeah.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Somehow my knee pain's returned.
Somehow my knee is broken once again.
That was a long time ago. We both have bad... Which one's your bad knee? So is mine.
I
Mine's-
busted both of them, but my left one's the worst.
My left one's fucked. My right one's okay, actually.
I messed up my right one like twice, my left one like 7 times.
See, I've ripped
It's horrible.
ripped
I need-
ligaments, and
Yeah.
I dislocated this kneecap.
Where is Star Wars cyborg technology when you need it?
It's tomorrow.
I could have it 2 General
Comes
Grievous
out tomorrow.
legs. I need the Darth Maul legs. I need my master to cut me in half so that I can fall down a pit, stay alive with hatred, and then get crab legs.
Stay
So that
alive
my
with
knees don't hurt
hatred.
anymore. I would go through all of that just so that my knees didn't have pain.
Somehow Maul remained.
Yeah. What's,
Dude, you killed him?
I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway so people can hear what you have to say about it. Worst choice that ended up in a great character, Maul or Ahsoka? Meaning, like, Maul was supposed to die. They brought him back. That's kind of stupid, but we like what Maul ended up, and then he was in Solo. Versus Ahsoka, where Anakin, we had talked about that last week, Anakin having a Padawan is retarded, but
That's
she's
dumb.
awesome. They're both dumb. The fact that they can get away with that.
You know what's pretty ridiculous is they both play the same. Going forward, they both play the same character. They bridge prequels all the way to OT. Just one's light, one's dark. They even overlap.
And then they duel at the end of the Clone Wars.
They duel, but they also help each other out at the end.
Yeah, they do both. They go both ways.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I hate Maul living, Maul would have been such a minute character if he did truly die after Episode 1.
Don't you think that kind of makes him cooler, though?
No,
It's like
no,
you
like
barely
Grievous.
see him.
Grievous is in what a half a movie, and I think he's great. But if you're just a film person, he's a robot that got literally just shot.
Yeah, but if you think back to it, that's all we had. Boba Fett's entire lore and mythology for 20 years was him being in Return of the Jedi. He looks cool, and then he falls in the pit. And everyone loved him anyways, and there's some mystique
Wait,
about
who are
him.
you talking about?
Boba Fett. Because you
Oh.
never really freaking saw him.
But to be
But now
fair,
when they throw him into every show that ever has been, now it's like, okay, that's a little too much of Boba Fett.
But to be fair, for those 40 years that he was just the bunghole faller into, I wasn't a big fan of him.
I didn't watch much before
I'm
the
more-
prequels, so I can't really say.
I'm more of a fan of Maul now. Or
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett now. Which is ridiculous because I think his show was borderline shit.
Mediocre, yeah.
But at least we get a little glimpse of who he is. And the Clone Wars episodes add a lot because we see into his childhood
Yeah.
and how he became what we knew in the OT.
I was more saying a lot of the love of Star Wars characters used to be that
The mystery.
they were on screen, they looked awesome, and they were there for 3 minutes, and then you never saw them again, but you got the toy, and you thought that was sweet.
Well, that's the fine line that Disney doesn't walk.
Right. They're like, oh, you.
You like him?
Some
put him on
fans
screen.
like this guy a little bit. He's going to be in every episode
He's
of
going
the
to be
show.
every fucking. We're going to feature him in everything.
Well, back to your
What's
point
this called?
about
What's this called? Mando? Put Boba Fett in it.
what's this called? Boba Fett? Put Mando in it.
Put Mando in it.
Put Batman in it. Back to your-
Speaking of,
Back to your point about Grievous, though, like he's almost. Well, I'm lying to myself because I like the original Clone Wars cartoon, but I was gonna say he's almost more badass just being in the movie. Because I feel like the more you put him in the Clone Wars, and like you have to get to Episode 3 and he has to die, so you can't really do much with him.
let me fix this though.
Maul's
Because
different.
the way Star Wars was set up is they would throw the Boba Fett's in, the Grievouses in the movies, and if you wanted to know more, go play the games, go
Yes.
read the books, go read the comics. Now you don't have to do any of that because they're going to be butt fucking you with all this content constantly.
We
Oh,
live
you
in
like
a Marvel
Mando?
world now.
You like Mando? He's going to be in every fucking thing going forward. Everything.
Yeah, until they ruin him, and then he's in nothing.
Until they ruin him. It's a bad like whipping boy thing where we built this character up and we're just gonna abuse him and squeeze every penny we can out of him.
Season 3 looks good though.
It's because we haven't seen it.
True.
No, you're right. I mean, I'm hoping it gets to that point because I think I know we've said it. Andor was a turning point.
I haven't said that.
Andor was a turning point in theme, in adult content. Yes, X-rated, Gasgano, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping they saw value in that.
Yeah.
Now, I've watched Andor as many times as I've watched Obi-Wan. Fucking once. So does it help? Maybe not. Because that's what they want is rewatches, streams, views. They want all that shit. Is that
Andor's heavy though? Like
yes?
when I was deep into I still like Star Wars, but I was very deep into Star Wars. It was like you just throw on an episode and you can watch in the background and it can be lighthearted and it's like casual watch. Andor I feel like is heavy. That's like trying to watch Game of Thrones in the background. It's like
No, it's
too many characters.
It's fair.
There's too many deaths. There's too many sadnesses.
I don't think Andor's that deep though. Like,
How dare you, dude?
well, you just compared it to like a Game of Thrones and all that. Like,
That's all I've been saying.
it's not nearly as deep and as broad.
It's as deep as we got with Star Wars, though.
Broads.
Broads. Worse. No, that's as deep as we've gotten with Star Wars, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not Game of Thrones, but it's like
So
if Star Wars did Game of Thrones.
outside of Andor, what's the most serious 2 movies
2 movies.
or series, whatever you want to throw in there? I've already got my answers.
Kenobi's pretty serious.
True.
I would probably say episode 3 and 9. Maybe not 9.
Episode 3 is the correct answer. Keep going.
3. I'd probably say 3 in Kenobi.
I'm gonna say 3 in Rogue One.
Oh yeah, you're smart. My bad.
See, that's the thing. Maybe that says something about me because those are 2 of my top movies.
Well, same crew and staff and
Solo
creators
series.
for Rogue One and Andor.
Solo's serious in a weird way because Han Solo isn't serious. It's a weird dynamic.
No, he's the ultimate happy dancer.
Yeah, but the movie built around him is very dire.
Yeah. Gangsters and crashes and gold and shit. Strippers.
How do you feel about the Solo, the fucking space octopus that he comes across and all that shit that happens in the void or whatever the fuck they call it?
I'm blanking on that. When he's escaping the TIE fighters and they go through the Kessel Run and he's...
It's in the Kessel Run, but they go outside of the Kessel Run into that area.
Oh, yeah.
Where that devil octopus.
Wow, I put that out of my brain entirely.
Yeah, it's a weird one to wrap your head around at least.
Every Star Wars movie needs to have a tentacled creature. That's it. They had to throw it in there. Ron Howard forgot. He's like, put it there.
Tentacles.
10 tickles, dude.
Tentacles, bro.
Put the octopus in space. We never seen one in space before.
See, the dumb thing is, from a space point of view, anything's possible. There were space worms living in rocks.
Space point of view. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we feel, that can and probably should happen. It's probably happening in our own universe because there's unlimited possibilities.
Yeah, infinite.
So, why are we angry just because we haven't seen one? And if I have seen one, Well, fuck.
I'm not angry because I never seen a Sith either. I'm not angry about that. That's fine.
Lord
Put all
Kerner.
those. Put as many of those in there as you want.
You never met Lord Kerner?
No, it just feels like one of those. I have a gripe about that in movies. It's not just Star Wars. It's any movie. It's like over exaggerated, like finale. The world's gonna end. Giant monster person.
Yeah.
I don't like when they do it in any movie. Like
Except for Godzilla.
That's the whole point.
You got mad so quick. Well, that's the fucking point.
I hate dinosaurs in movies except for Godzilla.
How do you feel about the 90s Godzilla movie?
Wait, hang on a second. I lost my total train of thought now.
Where are we? Space Octopus.
Ohio. Oh, even like Avengers, which I love, the fact that the giant space worm army comes and invades New York, whenever they do that insane thing, it drives me nuts. And like the giant death lasers in Rise of Skywalker or like Starkiller Base, it's like, oh, okay. Why do they feel like they have to have that in there?
Well, maybe that's why I always leaned a little bit. I know DC's probably the same fucking thing, and they mirror each other. But when I think about even Batman vs Superman, it wasn't a death ray or just some crazy beast coming in. It was Zod coming in and fighting Superman, which wrecks the cities.
Correct.
And I think that's a more valid, I don't know, feasible.
It makes more sense because it's the two guys with the, what do you call it? The grudge that are fighting. But I think you meant to say Man of Steel.
No,
You-
Zod. That happens at the beginning of Batman vs Superman.
Oh, they're reflecting on it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
They flash back.
So
But then at the end of that movie, what's it called? Doomsday?
Steppenwolf. Oh, Doomsday. Yeah.
Come on. See, that's one of my favorite
s-
superhero movies until we get to that point. I'm just like, okay.
I'm split on Doomsday still. I completely understand the people's hate for him, but if they didn't put him in, people would have been pissed. And the fact that they put him in at the end of a movie didn't feel like enough, and or it felt just like a completely separate part of the movie. Like a part 2. Part 1 should have been assembling the heroes.
Correct.
Part 2 would have been like, fuck, he's here.
Well, because isn't he a popular villain?
Well, he's in probably one of the most popular comics, The Death of Superman.
Okay.
He kills Superman, which he does.
Because I don't know shit about DC. So for me, it's just like, oh, it's just a big monster at the end to give them a reason to fight. But
Now,
I don't know the
know-
lore.
I don't
but,
know
you
how-
know, Lex Luthor can't go out there and start fist fighting.
Right.
So he needs some giant contraption to fend off Superman.
Yeah,
So
and
I get it, I guess. But
I don't know how accurate Doomsday's brought to lifeness is compared to the movie, but it made sense because he took control of that Zod spaceship,
that part makes sense.
fucked around with it, created Doomsday from... Yeah.
I think it's... Okay, I'm starting to understand my hatred a little bit. It's not so much that there's like a random destruction happening at the end that they have to fight against. I think it's the fact that they just went so extreme. It's like first Lex Luthor created him, and then now he's so strong that even Superman can't kill him, and then he's literally demolishing the entire city, and then they're going to blow him up with a nuke.
So you know his power, right?
No.
It absorbs energy. He absorbs energy.
Yeah.
So basically, if you punch him, that energy that you punched him with, he just absorbs. So if you would have nuked him, think he would have just been a billion times. Well, they did nuke him once. Didn't they? They
I
bombed
don't know
him
if it was a nuke. They shot him with something.
Yeah, they bombed him once or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the issue with Doomsday. The more you fight him, the stronger he gets. And it's like, well, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cop out. I sure, but
I've looped myself around in a hole.
that
Wonder.
hole,
It's fine.
that hole. It's a
Watch
wonderful,
out for the hole, dude.
wonderful.
Anyways, I don't want to. Every movie has some extreme finale, so it makes it sound like I don't like any movies. That's not true, but I'm just thinking through my hatred live. Thanks for
I
being
feel
here
it.
with me.
I feel it. Well, to jump off that,
Jinx to pose.
I had in my head my top, what I think is the top 5 best movies to me. So I'm not saying the best top, like the top 5 movies of all time. I'm not even saying my favorite. It's a weird, like, little pocket that I always love these movies. I think they're extremely well made. I just don't watch them that often
Yeah, I know what you mean.
because they're not my favorite, but they just hit a chord that nothing else hits. I'm gonna list off, and hopefully I remember them all.
I don't know if I
But
can do 5.
this will give you an idea of where my head's at.
I know my first one, though.
I'm gonna just jump off with Jurassic Park. It's one of those movies that, you know what's weird? It's a borderline horror movie, and I consider it like a childhood classic.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking weird?
No, it's not.
It's crazy. It's like, oh yeah, dinosaurs, and then everybody
That's
gets
the whole
killed.
reason dinosaurs are interesting, because they're giant beasts.
Well,
They're going to wreck you.
No, you're wrong. The reason dinosaurs are excellent is because Jurassic Park made them fucking excellent.
That's interesting. I was too young when it came out to really say one way or the other.
Yeah.
I think as long as I've known that dinosaurs were real, I've known Jurassic Park was real.
Yeah.
So like it's just
Yeah. It's a weird, yeah.
Okay. I dig that.
Number 2. Now this might start something because this is a fairly new movie.
I'm gonna fist fight you.
Ford vs Ferrari is one of the best fucking movies I have ever watched.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I rewatch it all the fucking time, and it's still so good.
Such a sad ending though.
I love the acting, but that plays right into it because it's based on reality, and the dude died, and it's like,
yeah, I know.
I fucking love it. We're dealing with characters and that are people that we know. Lee Iacocca in that movie, he's a Theta Chi.
Nice.
That doesn't mean anything to me, but
It means a little bit to
a little
someone.
bit, you know.
No,
But,
I enjoyed that movie.
So that movie plays so many on so many strings for me because it's retro stuff,
retro stuff,
car stuff.
period piece. Yeah,
It's a period piece. There's so many
love
aspects.
the '60s stuff. Yeah,
So many.
based in LA, isn't it? Right?
No.
It's like '60s LA.
That's a good question. I don't know where.
I mean, I know they
it's
bounce around. I don't know where the, what's the name of the race? Not Le Mans.
based. Yeah, the Le Mans.
Le Mans. I don't know where that's.
24-hour Le Mans.
Is it in France or something?
Yeah.
But
But there's so many aspects of that movie that just hit so well for me. It's so good. It's so
good.
cool.
It's really good. I love it.
Historical automobile period piece. Ugh, it's so good.
I'll flip that because the same actor's in the one that I was going to say, but The Big Short
I've seen
about
that
the
once.
financial collapse in
Yeah,
2008.
yeah.
So good. It's quirky. It's like Adam McKay and Will Ferrell, but it's mostly serious and it gets dramatic. And there's a lot of like, they crack jokes and there's a bunch of weird like sidebars because they'll do this thing where they're talking about these wacky financial terms that no one understands. And they'll pause and someone's narrating and then it'll cut to like Anthony Bourdain and he explains it in like simple terms.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that cuts in and out. So
Yeah.
it's quirky. I like it. It's one of my favorites of all time for sure. It's up there.
These are in no particular order, but my third is I watched it recently again and I forgot how fucking good it was and it jumped up into this section. Apollo 13.
Man, I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
There are so many big names in that.
I
fucking
remember
movie.
nothing about that movie.
Really?
I mean, I know they went to fucking space, but
Well, it's supposed to be
Tom Hanks is in it.
Yep. Kevin
Bill
Bacon.
Paxton.
Paxton.
But I knew it was Ron Howard, right? But I don't remember anything else about that.
It's so fucking good. Again, historical piece, technology. We're in that 60s where it's like
Noticing the theme
weird.
there.
Yeah. But it's a disaster movie. They
Jurassic Park's kind of a disaster movie too.
true. Yeah.
Dude, Christian Bale dies in Ford vs Ferrari. Spoiler alert.
Disastrous.
Disastrous. What's the next one going to be? Armageddon?
Actually, those were the 3 off the top of my head. I know I said 5, but I'll throw one out there just for the fuck of it. But Interstellar.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that. I just haven't had like the right setting and time. It's deep. It's not like a casual, you know what I mean? And it's already 3.5 hours and it's super deep. So I've been really wanting to get back into that, but I haven't found the right moment. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm taking a quick peek because I thought I might have wrote
He's
this
on
down.
Pornhub right now.
Big
Don't let him fool you.
jumbles.
For Porn versus Ferrari?
No, I didn't write it down.
Damn it.
So maybe I'll just stop at those 4. But those were definitely there's got to be another one that's obvious.
Interstellar's good though. Interstellar, I don't know if that fits your criteria though. Interstellar is like, it's one of the best ever, and I really love it, and it's really good.
Yeah. That's an odd
I don't
one.
watch it often enough, though.
That's an odd one that I almost wish it was a little shorter because it
How
takes up
dare
too
you.
much time.
How dare you?
There's something special to like sit down and watch an hour and a half movie and just think, oh, that was fucking great.
I do agree with that. I can't remember what I was watching recently, but it was late when we started it, and I looked at the IMDb, and I was like, oh, it's like an hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Fine, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think Steve and Fabs talk about that on Revenge of the 90s. Like, a lot of movies these days are just epic proportions.
Yeah.
Like Endgame's 3 hours, Interstellar's 3.5. All Lord of the Rings are 4 hours each. There's something nice to just sit down and just laugh for like an hour and 15 minutes and then call it a day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially if it's a comedy.
Yeah, dude.
If your comedies get over 2 hours, you're like, all right, dude, like fucking.
Unless it's Dewey Cox. Dewey.
That's not an exception, man. I always get to the fucking 70s and I'm over it.
There is a little, window there where he meets all his kids and he has that stupid show. I kind of tune out just for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. After the midget thing.
After the midget thing.
Where he's like power to the small people and he's singing the song about.
Oh, the Bob Dylan stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I think that's a derogatory term now. It's little people.
He said it's in the movie you're quoting.
Yeah.
You're not stating that that's your belief. You're quoting John C. Reilly. So it's his belief. So yell at him.
He's.
I want to contribute more to this list. I don't know if it's my brain, but like I have trouble really rattling those things off. Like I need to go through like my recently watched on HBO and been like, oh yeah, that one. Sometimes I'm just like, it's all mush.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a Star Wars fan.
Turtle soup.
It's all mush.
I'll leave it there. Yeah, I thought, you know what really sparked it was the fact that I was rewatching Ford vs. Ferrari so often. I watched it twice this year.
That is pretty
One
awesome.
of them was on a flight, and it was like the one free movie, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm turning this on. And another one was just late at night. I was like, nah, I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
But what really triggered this was watching Apollo 13, and I'm like, God, it's so cool. Actually, space is another theme.
Yeah.
Apollo 13 and Interstellar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the 90s had some really good action movies. 90s, I mean, that's why those motherfuckers made the show Revenge of the 90s. It's like, I wouldn't say it's peak cinema, but a lot of good stuff in the era.
There's a lot. There's
James
a lot
Cameron's
of good
coming up, you know.
stuff. Pulp Fiction. There's a lot of shit.
Tarantino's coming up. Yep. Ron Howard's doing work.
Now that you said Tarantino, that might be another one.
Which one?
Inglourious Bastards.
I like that. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Django is almost too realistic that I feel weird watching it. It's almost like I'm too white to watch Django and enjoy it.
Tarantino's white. So.
Let me know in the comment section how racist I am.
I'm a fan of Tarantino, but I've never like worshipped him. You know, some people are just like, oh my God, he's the best ever.
His movies never clicked with me, and that's actually why I like Inglourious Bastards, because it's straightforward. They throw in random scenes,
There's
but
a
it's
couple, yeah.
but it's still pretty linear.
Yeah.
Now, I did hear a behind the scenes about that movie where you don't remember that movie much at all?
I mean, I know like the core theme.
So
Waltz and Nazis. And
do you remember
Brad Pitt.
the bar scene where the two American guys go into like a German bar?
Yeah, like
and they're meeting with this
bar.
girl who's supposed to be like an informant for
Yeah.
it. But there's German soldiers in there, so they're
Right.
they all start playing cards, blah blah blah. That scene was only supposed to be like 5 minutes long, and Tarantino was filming, and he's like, "No, just keep fucking going."
Yeah.
Like, and it just became this like half-hour long section of the movie.
He does that. He's not scared.
And he's just like, "No, fuck it, we're leaving it in."
Yeah.
I like the balls on him.
He's good. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just like, this is what we're doing. Shut up. Get out.
I underlined balls when I said
Balls
on him.
I've been wanting to rewatch the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's
That's another super long one. I saw it in theaters, but you know, I want to get back into it. I finished that. I've been reading more than I've been watching stuff lately, but that book about the Manson murders and everything, I finally finished it, so I wanted to go back and watch like the Once Upon a Time. Just see. I mean, it's not like 100% accurate, but
You know
enough of that like pulpy 60s Hollywood
Oh, yeah.
vibe. It's so good.
Is it historically accurate, or is it kind of like
It's loosely
embellished?
based.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like Leo's character is not a real actor, but it's based like very closely off of an actual one.
Gotcha.
And then Brad Pitt is like a famous stuntman. And then obviously the whole Manson family gets roped in there as well. And it doesn't end the same way, obviously, because, well, spoiler alert, but whatever. You should watch it.
The other one that I think I was thinking of weeks ago was Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
I think that might make my top 5. And I think that would bump out
I like Wolf.
Tarantino.
It's good.
That's one that I don't care if I get to the end of that movie. The beginning and the middle of that movie is so fucking fun.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is. Well, it's absurd.
It's absurd, and it was accurate.
Mostly, yeah. Yeah, I should read that book one day.
It's a good one.
Scorsese's good. I was arguing with someone the other day because I like gangster movies, and I started reading The Godfather last week. But I've never really thought Goodfellas was like the cream of the crop.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
This is like on the top of a lot of people's lists. I'm just like, I don't know, I guess.
Goodfellas is the one that, like, 90% of it happens in that garage or something. Or in that one. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. I think I've seen Goodfellas like
It
once or
starts
twice.
with like the main dude, Ray Liotta's like narrating like how he got roped in when he was a kid. And the first like 15, 20 minutes is when he's a kid. And then he grows up. And then it just gets, he just takes it to more and more extremes. And then all of a sudden they're in the 80s and they're doing coke and like he loses control of everything.
I must be thinking of something else.
Which, I mean, I guess that is real. But I don't know. I'm more interested in like the organization and like the planning and sneaking around. Like The Irishman. Super, super long, but it's another one that I love.
I've never seen that one.
You haven't seen The Irishman?
No.
Dude! That was the Netflix one that he did.
I know. It's 4 hours long.
Yeah, it's 4 hours of good.
I don't have the good.
It's a slow burn, too. Like, that's more interesting to me than, like, the big antics because it's about, like, Jimmy Hoffa and the labor unions and everything. So it starts off with, like, some gangster stuff, and then Al Pacino as Jimmy Hoffa is, like, a big chunk of it. And there's not, like, a crazy amount of action scenes, but again, it's just more about like the period piece and them sneaking around and making backdoor deals and screwing people over, and I don't know. Takes place in Scranton, PA, and some Ohio stuff.
Driven through there.
Yeah, I laughed when I heard it because I'm a huge fan of The Office. That's mostly what I know Scranton for.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was like a big crime syndicate out there back in the day.
It's funny because there's actually another movie similarly titled Irishman, based in Cleveland, about the Irish and the Italian gangs car bombing each other.
Yeah,
in
you were talking about
Cleveland.
that. Yeah.
Pretty intense.
That's what I think of it.
That is good. So what I asked you to do
I didn't think about it.
is to think about it.
I thought about it. I did all of it.
What?
So we're going to be doing a draft. This is one of my favorite things. I think we did one at the end of last episode. We haven't posted that yet.
No, we didn't do last episode.
Oh, we did?
We did it before we took a break
Okay.
back in like October. But we should make it a trend.
So today's draft is simply going to be...
Today's new segment.
That's my draft song.
Wish I had some like news music.
Ah.
I have like
Today on news. There it is. There we go. Where'd you find this at?
It's Metal Gear Solid.
Today on the news.
We're gonna talk about drinks.
Commander discusses drinks.
Okay, I'll use this every time. Yeah. All right. So what do you want to talk about?
So we're going to draft our top 5 childhood drinks. There's not really any limitations because I know Commander asked me if it came out in the 90s and is still around, can it qualify? Absolutely. It could be Pepsi.
There's no rules.
There's no rules. I'm going to focus more on stuff of the time, but I'm not going to say I'm going to let you go first
Thank you, because I got a great one.
because
I can't let it be stolen.
because I had more time to think about this, but if you want to kick us off with your...
I surely will.
Number one draft.
The rules of the draft are, if we've only done it once, so it's not a thing that you understand yet. But it's not just like a top 3 list. We have to pick from the same pool.
Yeah.
So if I pick like
draft
Mountain Dew, then you can't pick Mountain Dew.
Correct.
And I don't watch sports, so I'm explaining for other people that don't watch sports.
Correct.
So mine is vanilla Coke.
Nice. It was. I'm not gonna say it was on my list.
It wasn't the one that you were worried about me
No.
stealing. Okay.
No.
I got plenty in the back. It's okay.
I do-
But it was a craze.
God damn, it was.
It was an insane craze in middle school when it came out. The vending machines were sold out at like 8:03.
Word got around, dude. They restocked, and then everybody just went running.
And people would stand there and buy like 6 at a time and carry them around and sell them to other
Resell
people.
them.
Oh my god, it was insane.
We had a lot of
It's delicious.
entrepreneurs.
It is delicious. And nowadays I like to enjoy vanilla Coke with some whiskey or rye. It's delicious.
No,
Okay.
I think honestly, even out of my list that I'm gonna get to, I think vanilla Coke's the best flavored.
So good.
It's so fucking good. No, I agree.
You know what?
Cherry Coke's up there too, but
One of the reasons I love going to the movies is because you can get any flavor combination of any Coke ever.
Ah.
It's hard to get like a Coke Zero Vanilla. I don't even know if they sell those in the bottle. But if you go to the movie theater with those big old little Coke robots.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for me?
All right, I'm gonna launch off
Let's
with
just launch into it.
DNL.
Yep. That was on my list. It's a good one.
DNL. So, do you want to tell the people what DNL is? Because a lot of these freaks might not know.
DNL is an offshoot of 7-Up.
Yeah.
And
So
I
it's,
actually don't know. Is it a different recipe?
yeah, it was a different flavor. I thought.
It's kind of like Mountain Dew-ish, I guess. I'm trying to remember.
God, I thought it was darker.
Let me see. I'll look it up while you talk about it.
That's it. It's literally
DNL, bitch.
it's the letters 7-Up just flipped upside down. So
Yeah.
it says DNL, and I swore it was a different because I like 7-Up, but I thought it was
Oh, there's
flavored.
a soda wiki. That's interesting. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking on my webcam. No one can see that. But yeah, it brings back memories. It's just a 7-Up logo upside down, like you said. It was kind of like Mountain Dew.
Okay.
It was Dr. Pepper's attempt to compete with all the fucking offshoots that they did in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or the early 2000s.
Yeah. Cool.
Huh.
All right, back to you, number 2.
It was promoted in SSX3, the 46th Grammy Awards, and Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers as its sponsored drink. Sorry, I saw Lord of the Rings on this wiki article about DNL, and I was like, what is that?
Sponsored.
Turn
by-
your thirst upside down. Oh, yeah. It was similar to Pepsi's Mountain Dew.
Okay. And that's crazy because I'm not a
Competed
huge.
with like Mellow Yellow.
I'm not even a. I'm not a huge Mountain Dew fan, but I do like Mellow Yellow. So maybe that's where it was in the middle ground.
It was in the Mellow Yellow was in the vending machines at school a lot. Yeah, I remember that. All right, next for me
Yep.
is also a soda. I'm gonna go with Code Red.
A solid pick.
Mountain Dew Code Red was a whole thing. Maybe not as huge of a craze as Vanilla Coke, but once they started coming out with all those offshoot flavors, Livewire and fucking the blue one, I can't remember. But I just have memories of being at our buddy Eric's house and like watching CKY and playing Final Fantasy and just
blue one.
chugging Code Red. They came out with the blue one. It's like
I
a
don't
Taco Bell
remember
thing.
the blue one. Oh, the Baja Blast?
Yeah. My brother's all into it.
Yeah, Baja Blast is good. That wasn't even on my shit. All right. Fuck. All
I
right.
feel like you're just excited to like trump me on one of these.
I am.
Go for it.
I'm excited. But some of these are just simple, man. I got to delete Vanilla Coke here. Fuck.
Jerky Sandwich says Surge.
You know, that's on there. And now I guess that's actually still open for going
I'm
for
going to
it.
vow that my third one's not going to be a soda.
Mine's going to be Sunny D Light. Sunny D hit different.
I was actually just dreaming of that the other day. Man.
I think I got my trump card here.
My mom busted out some regular ass orange juice, and I was like, you know what I would love is a Sunny D.
Sunny Delight,
My
man.
aunt used to stock that when I was over there getting babysat when I was like 6, and I just chug it.
Did you know there was 2 different flavors?
No?
There was Sunny D and then like a tropical one.
Gotta
I
look
never knew the
shit
difference.
Up, man. Sunny Dizzle. Do they even make Sunny D anymore?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get one on the way home, man. Classic. Dude.
Gotta make a pet stuff.
What is different between this and orange juice? What's the difference?
More sugar, less flavor.
More sugar equals more flavor. No, for real though. Like, what is it?
I don't think it's juice, man.
Developed in 1963.
Tang.
It's similar to Tang. Tang was a powder though. You mixed it in, right?
Yeah, it became Sunny Delight.
No, this is earlier. This is first.
No, Tang was earlier. Tang was from the space program.
This is a horrible beverage. Yeah, there's no juice.
Yeah.
Water, high fructose corn syrup, some sort of acids. Cornstarch, canola oil in the fucking beverage?
acids. Poison.
Hexamophate, potassium sorbate, yellow
Hexamophate.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, red 33 and 40. Yeah.
Dude, it was
horrible.
the acetate
Horrible.
that set it aside, man.
All right.
Go
Ready?
ahead. Yeah.
Last one for me.
Oh, last. Okay. We're only doing 3.
We're doing 3, right?
All right, that's fine.
Best of the three.
Okay.
Kool-Aid. And specifically Kool-Aid in those plastic bottles with the fucking pyramid tops. Or not pyramid top, the pharaoh tops. Remember what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
The top looked like a little pharaoh head and you twisted it off and just chugged straight cherry Kool-Aid.
The squeeze pouches.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can find it.
I thought that was a whole brand. The Squeeze It.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? It's not Kool-Aid. It was called Squeeze It. Where it was one solid thing and you twisted the top and broke the top off. You guys
Different.
remember Squeeze It?
Different. Let me find this. I also could go for, like the regular one that you
Yeah. I think Kool-Aid maybe.
you guys can't see this. I like the big powder ones that you would mix with the jug and everything. Those are good too, but I don't know. Something about that retro bottle reminded me of ancient Egypt.
Squeeze It. It's the same fucking thing.
Huh.
So we were on to say, yeah, this is the brand that I remember.
Interesting. No, it was all about the Kool-Aid ones. And I almost picked like the Hugs, the big barrels.
That's on my list too.
No, I love Kool-Aid. And favorite flavor of Kool-Aid? Sidebar?
Red.
Grape is pretty good too. But yeah, I'd go red.
Red or grape? Both favorites.
Favorite's
Red
good.
or grape. I love how red's a color. Red or grape.
Red or purple. Oh, I just thought of one that would have been a good addition. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll just cap
We'll do
this
an honorable
off.
mention.
Yeah, well, I have several. Fuck.
Come on,
I'm not
baby.
gonna go Hugs. I'm not gonna go Surge. I'm not gonna go Live Wire.
Yeah. You are gonna go.
I'm not gonna go Capri Sun.
I thought about that. Kool-Aid ruled it out.
I'm
though.
gonna go Sobe.
Oh, I never liked Sobe.
I liked the yellow, which normally yellow is my least favorite, but the yellow Sobe was much less citrusy, and it was like their energy one, which is weird because I think it was before energy drinks. But the yellow Sobe, which I think was mango, if I'm not.
Kool-Aid Jammers. Someone's got my back.
Okay.
The ones that I was thinking of in the
Oh,
bottles.
Matt.
Kool-Aid Jammers.
What's going on, Matt?
Wait.
Matt's the one who did the intro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's the
dude.
guitarist.
The outro.
The outro.
You'll hear it in a second. Stay tuned.
Wait for another. No, I think Sobe was one of those that I don't think even exists anymore. I go into a fuck ton of gas stations.
Sobe Life Water. Remember, that was a whole craze too in high school. I never really liked them.
Sobe Life Water. I don't remember that.
That was a whole thing. There was like 20 different flavors. There was like the white coconut one, and there was yellow and clear.
Mine was a glass bottle.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
a juice.
There was a whole. Let me see. There's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
bunch. Sobe.
Yeah, so my... Go ahead if you got it.
Oh, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, my honorable mentions would got to be Live Wire, but I was never a huge Mountain Dew fan.
Oh, I don't know why I said Life Water. I apologize.
Capri Sun,
Just Sobe.
Hugs. Those Hugs juice boxes. But the Squeeze-Its.
Yeah, all these guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked them. I don't know why.
I don't blame you. I think I only liked one or two of the flavors.
I think maybe because I would see this one and thought it looked gross.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all white. It's like white cream. It's
This
like
is-
coconut or something.
Yeah. Energy jizz.
Energy jizz. All right, one honorable mention and then a side mention.
Okay.
Maybe we should go to 5. I don't know. Because I just thought of a good memory. But my honorable mention is going to be the Dairyman's chocolate milk.
I randomly get little pints of chocolate
So
milk.
good.
Still to this day. That huge gallon thing at Ryder's in the glass bottle.
I just
Remember
got
that?
Yeah, I just got one of those.
Yeah, well, I'm getting one
They
tonight.
carry those. It's Lucky's now. They carry those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some of the best milk I've ever had.
That's
But
some of the
no.
stuff you have to shake because
Yeah.
there's so much. It'll just
The cream just,
Yep.
yeah. But mornings at school, vending machine, Pop-Tarts, Dairy Milk chocolate milk. Good morning. So that's my honorable mention. And
Yeah.
I got a third mention. Fifth mention.
Fifth mention.
I can't think.
What?
Okay, what's your honorable mention?
I guess I'll just do Capri Sun. My mom never bought Capri Suns because she said they were too sugary. So she bought me fucking Poison Sunny D instead. Said this looks like
Canola oil and
canola oil
acid in it.
and rat poison. Yeah. But no, I can't have a list without Capri Sun.
The regular or the Ecto Cooler?
What happened?
I guess it's not regular. What's the classic Sunny or the classic Capri Sun called? It's like
Oh, I don't know.
fruit jam or something like that. It really is. It's something like that. And then they came out with one with Ghostbusters that was called Ecto Cooler. It was green.
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun.
Dude, you remember Hacky Sacks?
I do. I do. It was a lot of fun, dude. Oh, fruit punch. I thought there was like a
Jungle Drink.
Pacific Cooler. Yeah, I guess it's just Pacific Cooler. I thought it was something fancier than that. I almost said orange Gatorade from the halfway house.
Caddy Yard.
Only from the halfway house.
Caddy
though.
Shack.
Yeah.
Is that going to be your last honorable mention?
Well, I almost said that one.
Okay. So
Honorable mention.
my last we're
Honorable
gonna
mention.
end on this. My last one I have to throw out there. It didn't make my list, but and this is gonna
But
be.
I'm putting it on my list now.
I'm putting it on my list because it's not on my list. So this is the list that did make the list.
This is the list cast.
I am a diehard cream soda fan, and I get a lot of people don't like it, but a good cream soda, any brand. It's just cream soda in general. My grandfather,
Yeah.
always had Mellow Yellow and
Cream soda. I haven't had a bottle of cream soda in a very long time, but a couple years ago, I was home for Christmas and I put root beer and some actual cream in it, and it was delicious.
Root beer's delicious to begin with.
But I was like, that's like how they used to make cream soda, right?
No, but go ahead.
Because nowadays you get a cream
Dr. Pepper has cream soda
IBC
now.
cream soda. It's like there's no cream in there. It's like artificially flavored to make it taste like cream. But back in the day, it was soda with actual like dairy in it, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's gotta be. Why else would they fucking call it that?
Tastes like cream.
Exactly. Cream's already delicious, man. It's like a coffee soda beer thing.
Dude, what's your favorite pop ever?
Specific flavor, like brand.
Flavor.
Well, because like you could go like, oh, like the fucking Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi Zero.
Yeah. Is that what you want?
No. Dr. Pepper's my favorite.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only answer. Dr. Pepper's the greatest.
Meanwhile, it wasn't on your list.
So,
Yeah, so.
because it's still my favorite. It's not just
it
my
is the
childhood
best.
favorite.
It is the best.
It's the only bad thing is it's so heavy. I can only have like one, and then
Just
I'm
get a
done.
diet.
It's true. Yeah, and they have. I would argue, yeah, their diet's probably one of the best diets out there. So, you guys didn't know you were going to learn about the bubbly
Soda
pops.
Cast. I do like Coke Zero though. You know, we go to the theater. I go like I alternate. I'll get Coke Zero or I'll get Diet Pepper.
Yeah.
Diet.
Oh man,
Good.
I'm tired of it.
I've never made a good chocolate milk though. Speaking back to my Dairy Milk chocolate milk fetish,
Did you
I've
use the
like-
syrup or the powder?
I've tried both over the years. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've tried the Ovaltine, I've done the Nesquik, I've done the Hershey syrup, and it never comes out the same way as the Dairy Mints.
I was a
Be
child,
sure to drink your Ovaltine.
dude. I inhaled Nesquik outside of the liquid.
Yeah.
I just scoops of it and I chewed it. I'm not lying to you,
Oh. That's
dude.
disgusting.
It was straight sugar to the brain. I was a Coke addict. I was a Nesquikian, man.
What's the difference between Nesquik and just cocoa powder?
Nesquik is flavored. Cocoa
Like
powder.
what? Cocoa?
There's probably a
It's probably
aspect.
got shit in it to make it mix better with the milk.
A lot of sugar.
I've had Nesquik, but you can't beat the Dairy Mints, dude.
I'm gonna rock your mind right now.
Also,
Not
like
in a good way.
Swiss Miss hot cocoa.
Not in a good way. Not a hot drink fan. So I do enjoy.
Yeah, you're right. You don't like coffee or anything. You're weird.
I do enjoy a hot chocolate every once in a while, but
Why?
it's weird to me.
Why?
Because I want my beverages to be refreshing, and warm drinks aren't refreshing.
Depends what you're in the mood for.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe you don't need.
No, it
refresh.
doesn't depend.
Maybe you're not tired and sweaty. Maybe you just want to have some coffee.
And wake up
Beer's refreshing too.
warm.
All right, rock my world real quick.
One of the most disgusting things I did as a kid.
Was eat circus peanuts. I know.
That's not the worst of it. In my
Cody flakes.
I would
know.
run inside. I'd be running around like a psychopath. Run inside,
I can
get some
confirm that.
Parmesan cheese, open a lid, take a gulp of it, open the cabinet. I'm not done yet. Open the cabinet and squeeze syrup into my mouth with the Parmesan cheese. That was my grab and go snack as a kid, and no one taught me. That was
Italians worldwide are offended.
just I hope so. That's what my goal was.
As an honorary Italian, I'm offended.
What? You are?
Yes.
Dude,
That's
it's
horrible.
It is, and I loved it.
You still like it? You should
I
try
haven't
it.
tried it.
You should try it.
We just bought Parmesan cheese yesterday.
I always think sometimes the stuff that you loved as a kid now sucks, and some things that you hated as a kid you now love.
Yeah, like onions were disgusting as a kid.
Yeah.
And now they're the second greatest onion
I
out
used to
there.
hate pickles. I used to hate barbecue sauce.
What?
Used to hate
Pickles?
it. Yeah.
Pickles
now I
are
love it.
fucking... I love pickles.
You know one thing that hasn't changed? Beans. Fuck beans. I'm not interested in beans.
What? That's a weird one.
I'm not interested in it. Baked beans are the worst.
Beans!
I'll occasionally
You don't like baked beans?
No.
What?
I do not like baked beans
Dude,
whatsoever.
you made baked beans during a cookout one time, and they were delicious.
They were?
Yeah, it was at Sugar Run.
Oh, nice.
You bought dried beans and let them sit for...
I must have had a relapse where I liked them for a couple months.
Dude, you inhaled them.
No.
I can't believe that. I didn't know that about you. Bean hater?
Yeah, my parents forced me to eat them. I threw up on my plate. I was like, there you go.
Oh, no wonder you don't like them.
That's what you get
Scarred for life.
for forcing me. Freaking child services.
Oh, man.
No, it was
I
gross.
didn't know you weren't a beaner.
I'm not a beaner.
Oh, Jesus. Deadpool Leo's pissed.
He's thrilled.
He's thrilled. He's
I will.
ecstatic.
Okay, I spoke too harshly. I will occasionally do like the pinto beans at Chipotle. On occasion.
Pinto over black, huh?
Yeah.
So do I.
They're cooked in bacon grease, man.
Dude,
what are you gonna do about it?
By the way,
That's what
I
I just
ro-
like the bacon grease.
I rolled the fucking dice. We eat Chipotle all the time. First of all, it's fairly cheap and you get a lot. And it's always good. It's always fresh. This is a Chipotle commercial, actually. Buy some shit.
It's not always fresh.
But I rolled the dice because I looked up and I was like, God, what else do they have? I was a bowl of burrito, and I was like, tacos. They have fucking tacos? Yesterday, I ordered tacos,
I didn't know they had
and
tacos.
they're good.
Yeah?
They're really good. A hard shell taco. See, that's the
didn't know.
one. It's the one thing about Chipotle that I'm like, because everything's squishy. Everything is squishy. So adding that hard shell changed it.
Dude, you know what they should put on that fucking rack? Is some tortilla strips. Those would be good.
Dude, why don't you?
Hire me.
Dude.
I want applications for Chipotle and Disney now.
No, dude. What they need to fucking just get on the menu yesterday is nachos.
They basically have nachos.
No, they don't. They don't.
You're talking like layered,
Put
or you're
chips
talking just
in
like
a bowl,
chips and dip.
chips in the bowl. Let me throw beans on there.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
throw
I see,
chicken
I see,
on
I
there.
see,
Let
I
me
see, I
throw cheese and sour cream.
That's not their thing, man.
Build your... Dude, they already have all that shit in-house.
We'll tell them I want a bowl, but instead of rice, fill it with chips and then throw all this stuff on top of it. They probably do it for you.
Make me nachos.
And queso. Yeah, tell them.
They had
would do it.
queso, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, when they added queso, it was a game changer.
I've never tried their queso.
It's good. It's not as good as Qdoba, but for a while they didn't carry it at all. So if you wanted queso, you had to go to Qdoba for it.
Yeah. That's the only place that I like guac. I don't
Really?
like guac from any... I've tried it other places.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff's like store-bought stuff that just does not taste good to me.
I'm like hit or miss.
I'm not an
I don't care.
avocado person, but I love their guac. It's good.
I'm mildly allergic to fruit.
No beans allowed. Fuck fruit.
So I
Onions and pickles is it.
I like guac, but then I get a little itchy. I like bananas, but a little bit, nothing debilitating.
You're broken.
I don't know what it is. Is that the evolutionary sign telling me to just eat meat only?
That's
I'm
like
okay
that
with that.
stand-up comedian that talks about if your kid's allergic to peanuts, like a peanut just should kill him, you should probably die. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It was Bill Burr, wasn't it?
I think it was. Shit. That's heavy.
Oh,
That's dark humor.
He's good, man. That is dark, but
Yeah.
that's actually true though. Sorry, I made an argument in my head, and then I was like, oh, that's true. Not that people should die, but if you try to overly protect someone who might have a peanut allergy, it gets worse and worse, and then if they get exposed to one, then they could die.
Yeah.
But if they have one and they get a rash or whatever, you have to just kind of like wean them into it. Because we had to deal with
so
that with our
crazy?
daughter because she has like eczema and like some bad allergies.
Like,
But it's nothing like she's not gonna like seize her throat up.
if you
or
touch a
anything.
peanut, you're gonna explode.
Not her, dude.
They're not combustible yet.
I've been been laying her down in a bed of peanuts just so she gets used to it.
Yeah. What
But-
what kind of peanut butter?
Skippy, natural, smooth. The only kind I'll ever eat. I'm not interested in any of their peanut butters.
I just do smooth Jif. I don't care that much.
Skippy Natural is the way to go. I don't know what fine holy combination they got, but it is the best. I'm gonna go have some tonight.
Oh man, you're gonna be pissed when you find out peanuts are legumes and that's a fucking bean.
I do know that already, but they've been mashed and creamed, and
Mashed and creamed. Who did the creaming?
they're good. The Skippy people.
Skip.
Mr. Skippy did it.
Skip did it, bro.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, this is a food podcast, so
We weren't expecting that.
well, we start with drinks, we go to beans. It's a natural progression. You watching Star Wars lately?
No.
Mando is next Wednesday.
Did they finally? So I saw an ad for Mando yesterday, 2 days ago, and it just said coming soon. It didn't even put a date on there, and I was like, wait. What is the coming soon? July?
Coming eventually.
I don't know why I said that like Marty McFly. July. Doc.
It's coming eventually.
That's one of the better movies. I'm not gonna put it in my tops, but
That is one of
Back
those
to the Futures.
that is like acclaimed. That I'm just like, yeah, okay.
I think it holds up a lot better than I remember. Like I remember watching it as a kid and thinking, yeah, I get
Well,
it.
it's not bad.
But watching it now, I watched the whole thing maybe 3 weeks ago.
Maybe I
and I was
need to
like,
give it another
whoa, this is great.
I felt that way about Indiana Jones too.
I'm just those
like-
movies are heavy, man.
It's like I don't hate it, but I'm not gonna kind of dive into the franchise and be a huge fan. You know,
Dude, I was not ready for that. I bought all the
you're not ready for what?
is that Joe Byron calling you?
Joe Byron. Yeah, dude. I'm a heavy policymaker here. I'm gonna make sure Star Wars gets legalized. Get Palpatine out.
Oh, I lost my train of thought.
Presidential pardon. You were talking about Back to the Future and then Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. I bought a 3-pack or whatever, the classic ones.
Yeah.
And I put on the first one.
Yeah.
No one around. I was like, I can focus on be as nerdy as possible.
Yeah, Nazis.
And I got, I didn't realize it was Nazis. So like right off the bat, that's how long ago it was since I watched it.
That's basically
I
Hail
just-
Hydra.
I just remember the cave with the kid, something at the end. Maybe that was the end of the second one.
The little kid's not in the first one. I don't
Yeah,
think.
so then it must have been the second one that I'm more
Where
familiar
they
with.
rip the guy's heart out or whatever.
Yeah. So I was watching the first one. I was like, "Oh fuck, Nazis!" And there's like historical aspect, and they're times.
They're looking
and
for the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah.
I was expecting a Han Solo just in like the desert, and it was not that at all.
So Harrison Ford got a chance to kind of flex his acting muscles a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too harsh on it. Again, I mean, I didn't say it was bad. I'm just like, I'm not going to be like, what?
He enjoys it. I know that. Look at his face. He sucks. Luke Skywalker.
We got to cut out on Luke Skywalker up here. If you're not watching, then you should watch. Oh, God.
Yeah, he's going to tip. See?
Got him. Yeah, I mean, Luke Skywalker sucks. We can all agree on that. Until he grows up and realizes a couple things.
Yeah.
Like most grizzled heroes, you got to lose some friends and mess a couple things up to really know what's going on.
Who did he lose?
Everyone.
Dak.
Everyone.
Dak.
Everyone.
He literally did the opposite. He found everyone. Throughout the trilogy, he found, I have a sister.
For a couple years, and then he lost
here's
everyone.
here's my dad.
But I don't like him
Here's
until
a
he
pet
lost
frog.
everyone, is what I'm saying to you.
Got a pet frog
I
halfway.
only like him when he's sad.
How do you feel? This is actually, I don't think we've asked this. How do you feel about
Sure we have.
Yoda? Because if you see Yoda just from the OT,
I feel like we talked about this last week. Continue.
he changed so much between the OT, which he's like a borderline crazy frog. I know
Yeah.
we say that, but that's kind of what he is.
Yeah.
And he gets wise randomly in the sixth one and dies.
He
and then we
remembers.
see him in the prequels, and he's like, it's a completely different Yoda. And I understand because Order 66, he probably blames himself, so it's vast.
Well, he's like crazy frog for like 5 minutes. As soon as Luke's looking for Master Yoda, he figures it out.
Yoda. that might be one of the craziest characters that we just accept.
Big gamble, but it paid off. Everyone loves Yoda.
A green
Everyone
talking
loves Yoda.
frog puppet is going to be the wisest thing in the universe.
Yeah. Yeah, because, humans ruin things.
So
And in the original trilogy, we don't know that Yoda has ruined anything yet. He's just the wise old sage. So, and then they turn him into a little warrior guy. I've always been hit or miss on that, just like I am with Maul coming back. I'm just like,
what hand and
Yoda's almost better not fighting. And I almost want to say that about Palpatine sometimes. I'm like, he's almost more intimidating with just the lightning and his cunning.
yeah, because he doesn't have to fight. He's that level of powerful.
Like Snoke. Snoke don't have a lightsaber? That's one of the
Never
things I
thought
liked
about
about him.
Yeah.
Snoke just like, Bzz, get the fuck out of here, Kylo Ren. Take that mask off, you bitch.
Better get some non-shock shoes,
You were
bitch.
writing your diary. Stop crying to me
What's up?
in my throne room. Shoot your mom.
Shoot your mom, and I'll forgive you.
I'm a fan. I'm a Snoke fan. I will support him.
I think episode 7 lives up, man. It's one
It's
of
good.
those relaunching of all of it, everything that we know, and they did well. I mean, let's take the Starkiller base for what it is, but we had to do that with the Death Star regardless, and Death Star 2 and all the rest of it, so it's fine.
Yep.
But there's a whimsicality about it. I think that's I said that last episode, but there's something like fresh and new and let's experience this for the first time. Do you feel that with the other
They're
ones?
bounding from destination to destination.
Well, it's such a rhyme.
Yeah.
7 and 4 are the same fucking movie.
Well, I've said that about 1. I feel that way about 1 compared to the other prequels.
Like it's not even setting up the characters. We're setting up the time, where the galaxy is at this time.
Same with 1.
That's what I was kind of talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Where they do it in the 7 too.
Clean and pristine Republic Senate.
But not perfect, because there's like the slavery part on the outer rim, and
But on Coruscant, everything looks perfect.
yeah, you go to Coruscant, and I don't know.
I'm going to try to watch footage of people playing that old card game
Yeah,
just to get in the nostalgia feels of it,
dude, have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
No, my brother was into it for a while.
Yeah,
I've witnessed it. I haven't played it.
I have.
We never even really played Pokemon that much back in the day.
No, we just kind of gathered them.
I remember we played the Pokemon trading card game, video game,
It's a
more
good
than
game.
the actual card game. It is, yeah. I have a friend of ours gave me his Haunter from the original set. That's the only Pokemon card I own because my mom sold them all.
Pissed. I might sell mine.
I'll buy them from you.
No, you won't.
You can loan them to me. I'll act like a pawn shop. Just so I can look at them.
Mine aren't probably worth that much. I know I got some good ones there, but
I would buy a couple choice cards. Unless you're
Charizard.
trying to sell them as a full set. No, I want like Alakazam.
Yeah.
Love Alakazam.
Zapdos.
Zapdos. Oh my God, dude. I remember 5th grade, this kid comes into the lunchroom and he's like, I got Zapdos. I was like, what the fuck is a Zapdos?
Then you
He's
saw
like, it's a
you're
giant electric bird. I was like, oh my God, what? He's like, I couldn't bring it to school. It's too rare. And then he brought it the next day, and I was like,
the next day. It's impossible to bring
we
it.
convinced him to
Here it
bring
is.
it in. I was like, I want to see that. And he brought it, and I saw that yellow card. And I hadn't played the game yet, so I'd never seen Zapdos. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
My whole introduction to all that is Pokemon was 4th grade. B. Jackson was sitting next to me and said, hey, check this out. And he slid over a Pokemon card, and it was Growlithe. And I just stared at it. And I was like, wait, is there like more? And he's like, oh, yeah, here.
It's 149 more.
And then he slid over a Weedle. And I was like, so there's just a bunch of fucking things that fight? And he's like, yeah.
Yes.
And you can collect them all. And there's a fucking show coming out. And there's a game.
No. You can't collect them all. You got to collect them all.
You can if you want.
You should think about catching most of them.
The Growlithe, but that's an odd one because I specifically remember him
Love a good Growlithe, yeah.
pushing over Growlithe, and that
Arcanine's
was my
a
was like,
badass. You ever get
you should see my cards. I still have them up there, man.
I'll buy a couple. I want the Alakazam.
I'm not selling
I love
them.
it.
I have the whole first.
You just said you were going to sell them.
I have the whole first
Auction them off to the patrons.
set. Whole first set. I have some first editions in my whole first set. But from my understanding is there's the newer edition ones had shadows on the side of the picture on the card.
I think so.
The old ones were called shadowless. I have my Alakazam shadowless, my
I definitely want it.
Venusaur shadowless. But some of the one of the coolest ones I have that I own was a little later, Dark Blastoise. I have a first edition Dark Blastoise card, and it's fucking tits, bro. It looks sweet.
Dark Blastoise?
He looks pissed. Yeah, so they came out. I think it was a Team Rocket one. So it went like
Oh, yeah. I thought you
base,
said
jungle, fossil,
Team
rocket.
Yeah. That's when it started to get too much. I think I had collected most of the base set. I was missing a couple. We got into jungle a little bit. And then once we got to fossil and Team Rocket, I was like, it's too much. I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
That's kind of where I left it off too. I mean, I have newer ones, mostly because of the kids in my old neighborhood. I bought them just to fuck around. But
Sometimes you got it.
all I was doing was trading them for the original 150. They're like, oh, do you have a Vectatorsam? I was like, yeah, give me your goddamn Hypno-chan or whatever. Hypno-chan. I just made up a Hitmonlee.
You just, Hypno and Hitmonchan
Yeah.
birthed.
Hypno-chan. Yeah, I was like, oh, you have a Haunter? That's mine now. I'll give you anything. I don't give a shit.
Talk about a wacky evolution. Drowsy and Hypno.
Oh, dude,
they
did
don't
you-
look alike at all.
Have you seen the video that describes how
Yes.
Venonat
Yes.
was supposed to be going to Butterfree? And
Yes. Blew my
man,
mind.
It is very convincing.
It's 100% true.
Yeah,
they
they
either
mustn't.
mistranslated it or
Yep.
they mix it up on purpose or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's 100%. It's the same eyes.
Same eye. Venonat has the same hands, eyes, and antenna as Butterfree.
Right.
And Venomoth has the same everything else as
Plus the wings, as Weedle or whatever. Not Weedle. Caterpie.
Caterpie. And even Venomoth has that like T thing. He has like a symbol on his face.
yeah. Like
And
the Metapod.
there's a smaller one on Metapod,
Yep.
and then even a smaller one on Caterpie. And you look at it, and you're like, dude,
100%.
someone fucked up.
Maybe that's why I always liked Butterfree. I always loved Butterfree, but trying to get him was so annoying. You had to work through Caterpie and Metapod, and then in the fucking original game, do you remember? If you catch a Metapod, it doesn't have any attacks. You just have to fucking sit there.
Yeah.
God.
Well, you just start. You have him as your starting guy, so you start a battle with him, and then you immediately withdraw him, and then
You know how annoying that is?
it's pissed.
But you have to get the Butterfree, dude. And then every once in a while, every one of those couple playthroughs, you catch a Pikachu in Viridian Forest, and shit was on, dude.
Shit was on.
That was the best.
Depulio said all the three originally legendary birds were 1, 2, 3 in Spanish. Yeah.
That's true. Uno, dos, tres.
Yep. I wonder why they did that.
And what are they called in Japan? Because that doesn't make sense.
I know. Why would they make it in English and then just put Spanish in there?
Well, they all...
Arctic one.
The Arctic one. I would love to see somebody talking about the different translations, though. Because a lot of them are puns and stuff in English.
Yeah.
Which obviously wouldn't translate well. So they must have had like a team just translate and rename them all.
Beedrill. That's
Right.
literally just a description of the Pokemon. What are we going to call this Beedrill thing? Fucking Beedrill. All right, next.
Yeah. And hit my Jackie Chan.
Hit my
Bruce Lee.
hit my Bruce Lee.
For real. Yeah. I'm going to have to actually look that up. I like watching just wacky-ass YouTube videos for no reason. I'm going to have to search that up.
Well, it's the same thing as why was Donkey Kong called Donkey Kong?
Dankey Kang. It was a mistranslation, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to be...
But all the Pokemon were translated
What was he
on
supposed to
purpose.
be? Monkey Kong. That's what he was supposed to be, but they translated it wrong. Monkey, Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Hey, don't change anything, man. I love Donkey Kong.
I love those screw-ups. Because you just ride with it, and then you later on in your life, you're like, what the fuck was it called? Donkey Kong. We're looking at a fucking
Yeah,
gorilla.
you don't think twice of it when you're a kid. You're just like, oh, yeah, the gorilla game.
The gorilla game. Randomly, I was at Old North Arcade a couple weeks ago when I was in Columbus again, and I beat the original Donkey Kong game with Mario where you go up and you got to save the princess at the top.
Yeah.
I beat it.
Yeah?
First time ever. And it's not even that hard. I think just as a kid, I just sucked at it.
I beat it once. It was in the Donkey Kong 64 game. There's like an arcade cabinet.
Oh,
you have to play the original one inside Donkey Kong 64. I beat it there because you had to win the game, but I never beat the original.
This might be a dumb question. Were there any Power Ranger games that were great?
Dude, you know how many times I've talked about this?
No.
Can I tell you the joy on Christmas morning when I opened my present and I saw a fucking... I didn't even know it existed.
Oh, you had a game?
Yeah.
That's how...
Super Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was a thing. My grandpa got it for me. It was, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What a fucking great mistake.
It
What
was
is this,
awesome.
Grandpa?
No, I think he knew. He did it on purpose. I wouldn't shut up about the Power Rangers. I was watching them all the time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that was your introduction to Power Rangers. Was a video game?
I
Okay.
just meant I didn't. It's not like I asked for it. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
I watched the show and then he got me that for Christmas. It was great. No, there's 5 levels. Each level, you pick a character. You start as like the normal teenager, and then halfway through,
Oh, yeah.
you morph and get your suit, and then you go and beat the boss.
Is that a
and-
side scroller?
Yep. And then at the end, you turn into the Megazord and you go to the moon and you fight the evil Megazord on the moon in front of Rita's
I
palace.
think I'm kind of remembering that.
Fucking
now.
awesome, dude. It was probably one of my favorite games of all time. And then they came out with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. So you could be Tommy in that one.
Oh,
It's even better.
dude.
Yeah. Watch some gameplay. It's fun. It's real simple, you know. It's short. You can beat the whole thing in like 30 minutes. If you're, good at it. But
Dude, I'll bust out Contra.
tough.
Contra in like 23 minutes.
nice.
The whole game.
Nice.
I don't stop moving because I know when to shoot, where, and when to jump and get what power up
Yeah.
to get. Oh, dude, I know it all.
Did I tell you I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Contra and he called it spread, not shotgun?
Because that's what it was as a kid. You don't know what a fucking shotgun is.
I know, but I didn't
It
know.
spreads.
Is that accurate? I didn't
Right.
know. I thought that we just made that up.
Yeah, well, if
I thought you
we
were just
made
lying
it up,
to me.
yeah, we're not geniuses. I think other people came up with spread.
It's functional. Does
know-
spread out.
You know, it's a system we haven't. So this is where my mind went. I sent you that video of that PSP where you could put movies.
Mini disc movies, right?
Dude, I completely out of my brain. I completely forgot that you could buy those mini movies and put them in the PSP.
We never did because we were playing Battlefront, but you
Yeah,
could.
but I know I had a movie. I forget what movie it was.
Maybe just sit in class and watch it.
Yeah. But I forget what movie. Maybe it was Rush Hour. I don't give a fuck. But that led my head down like Game Boy and all this stuff. And I remembered that DNR had a Game Gear. They were the only person out of all of our friends, I think, that had that.
Yeah, Sonic.
And the one that I remember playing on there was Shinobi. They had a Shinobi game.
Shinobi?
Ninjas.
Ninja Gaiden? Is that the same thing?
No, I think it was different.
Double-
Correct us
Double
if
Dragon?
we're wrong. Double
Am I
Dragon's
mixing
completely-
up all of my martial arts?
Double
things?
Dragon's completely
Tekken?
different. Oh, Tekken. I was a button match. I mean, full palm on the PlayStation.
I've never been good at fighting games ever.
Yeah, I'm not good. I don't spend the time to be like, okay, up, B up is as a special. I'm like
The
what
only
the fuck?
the only one I ever got good at was that Mortal Kombat one that we played. It was the first one where they had weapons. So you had two fighting styles and a weapon, and every time you changed styles, you did an attack when you changed styles. That's the only one I was ever good at. So I would just do.
Wait, you said Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
where you could pick up that weapon?
Deadly Alliance.
Deadly
One of
Alliance.
those two. Deception. One of those two.
Deadly
And I
Alliance.
was Johnny Cage. Take out my nunchucks, and just fucking flip around, fuck everybody up. That was the only one I was actually ever any good at.
That was the only one that we really played very, very often.
Yeah, dude, we got obsessed with that for like a weekend.
Are you sure, Deadpoolio? He said
What's he saying?
Ninja Gaiden was the one on Game Gear. I swear it was a Shinobi game.
What is a Shinobi game? What is Shinobi?
See, that's what I'm. That's
Shinobi. Tell us what Shinobi is.
Shinobi.
I thought it was a character in Ninja Gaiden.
I don't know enough. I just thought there was a game with the name Shinobi in it, and it was a ninja game.
Shinobi's a
on
dangus
Game
with
Gear.
extra Star Wars lore knowledge.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, we should have Kerner on the show.
We can't get him outside of the show. The fuck are we supposed to
I want to get him inside the show.
make him into a
I want to get him adjacent to the
putty
show.
character and send him through Rita's oven and have him supersized?
Yeah, dude, I'm
on-
that little fucking wizard, dude, with the glasses who baked everybody.
That's. I just assume that's how he.
Pretty much.
God, there was a wizard guy.
Yeah.
Like, today we're gonna make.
He would always bake all the monsters.
Yeah, just bake them.
And then there was that, I don't know his name, but he sounded like this. He had a really stupid voice.
Yeah.
His like sidekick or whatever. And then he had Goldar, Rita,
Goldar.
Lord Zed.
I thought I saw a background of Goldar, and he was a fucking demon savage.
A
Maybe it was-
background.
Like a of his character, like a
like lore or
history.
whatever.
Yeah. But
Power Rangers.
Lord Zed was another one that I recently heard more about. He was, I think, a Power Ranger at one time with
Zordon.
Zordon.
Yeah.
That's so insane. Do they talk about that in the movie? Because they meet, right?
Like the new movie? Or
95.
Like the 95 movie? I don't think so.
Because
and part
Zordon
of me-
becomes that raisin when after they zap.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He
I-
breaks his temple or whatever.
Yeah, but doesn't he show up? Maybe it's just Ooze that shows up. I thought maybe
No,
I'm mixing it up.
Ivan Ooze puts them in a little cage for the whole movie.
Lord Z was a ranger. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Which makes me wish that the reboot in 2016 or 17 or whatever didn't suck ass, because we could have gotten a whole like trilogy of movies. We could have gotten more like background on the Rangers and everything like that.
Rangers.
Rangers.
Aye. Alpha 5.
You know who's the voice of Lord Zed?
Yeah.
It's the really old, awkward guy in the grocery store from Steve Brule. Or no, not the grocery store guy. The guy that does the news reports or whatever. I was looking up characters from Tim and Eric, and I was like, it said other credits known as Lord Zed from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What?
Just the voice, I think. The creepy dude that does the weather reports. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Lord Zed. Is that how he sounds?
Not him, not him. No, dude, not that. Oh.
Zed's backstory was never discussed in the movies. Okay.
Oh shit, that's not the right one.
Because doesn't Ivan Ooze talk shit to the rest of the bad guys?
They
Oh, 'cause
crack him out of his egg, and they're all standing there, and he locks them up, excext for Goldar.
He locks him up in that snow globe.
Yeah,
What a ridiculous.
it's horrible. Galactically fed Ivan Ooze.
And then what's her face shows up with the tubes and she starts swinging and you forget all the shit happened. Zendaya in the woods.
Dulcia, dude.
Dulcia, I wasn't
She's
far.
a babe, man.
Dulcia, that was the first time I saw it.
She
all of
awoke
it.
some things back then. That movie it had most things. Horrible CGI, but it had a lot. Yeah,
Wait, what?
Obviously.
Ivan Ooze is Rita's father? That can't be real. You're fucking with me.
What?
That can't be real.
What are you getting this lore at?
He's looking up on Shittyfacts.org.
Okay, good night.
That's outrageous.
Shittyfacts.org. All right, I gotta text myself things. What'd you say? You said something earlier. I forgot to write down the title. All right, who's in here? Matt, Deadpoolio, Fucko. Thanks for joining us, guys. I promise I will post the actual podcast at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just do live streams, then I'll release all of them, one a day for a week straight. So everything will be outdated by the time you hear it. Not that we talked about anything timely. Talked about fucking Mountain Dew and Ford versus Ferrari for an hour.
That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes it happens.
So what do we got coming down the pike here? I need to catch up on Black Panther. I know that. And Ant-Man is out. I do want to watch that.
Bad Batch.
Bad
We
Batch
should probably
season 2.
watch. Mando's coming out.
Mando's next week.
Succession season 4.
Next month. And also Ted Lasso season 3 next month.
Ted Lasso, which I'm still getting through.
Yeah, we're going to have a Succession party. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll send dick pics to each other and take over companies. Go to Italy, drive boats around.
Go to Italy.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of Succession-themed things. I don't know about anything. All right. So, any final parting words for these goddams?
I'll
What do you
plant
think?
this. I'll plant the seed that we have discussed the possibility of doing fanboy commentary
Oh, yeah. Put in your votes.
to the animated Hobbit film from the late 70s.
That would be fun, especially because I've never seen it. So we're getting live, raw reactions. I see mixed things on the subreddit for Lord of the Rings, so I have no idea. But that could be a fun one.
Oh, yeah. Also, Cocaine Bear's coming out. Have you seen the ads for that?
I've seen trailers. I have no idea what the fuck it
It's
is.
like a Sharknado thing. Like, fuck it.
Fuck it. All right. Good night, everybody.